It's a bit of a shock to the...
Yeah, initially the first 24 hours were, but yeah, all ready to go now, which is good.
And do you think it's a senior coach a job that you might actually want?
This one, look, I've spoken to the club and I won't be pursuing the role, but I certainly have aspirations to be a senior coach one day, and to be able to lead the program with Richo over the next 3 weeks is a great opportunity. I'm looking forward to it. We've got 3 really good games at the home of footy as well, at the MCG, where our fans can come out and support us and get behind the boys for the last 3 weeks, so it's exciting.
Was it made clear to you that you weren't, are they looking for a more experienced coach, or was it you approached the club and said you're not?
Oh, it was both. So I went and spoke to them about that. Look, history says that caretakers don't get that role, but obviously they know that I'm an aspiring head coach as well, so they gave me the opportunity to lead the program the next 3 weeks, but to also understand that they are looking for a new voice as well. So it's exciting for the football club and for the playing group as well, that in the next 5 or 6 weeks they're going to have a new coach that can drive the club forward.
Do you feel like this group, I know you're not in the decision making, but this group needs an experienced head to take them forward, given what's been built by all you guys?
Oh, look, I think that's where the panel that eventually get put together, they'll decide that. Whether it's a younger coach or a more experienced coach, they'll have someone in mind and they'll go through that process. And whoever the coach is going to be a lucky coach, because they've got a really good group here. We've got a really good senior core of players, and then some really good young kids coming through as well that we've seen this year. So it's an exciting role for who that next person will be.
Troy, I know you touched on it at the start, but was it a bit of a shock, like on Tuesday when it all comes out and then you get announced as the caretaker? Or?
Oh, look, it was a shock, I'll be honest. You come off an 80-point loss, but you also understand that the board's responsibility is to govern and also have the best interests of the footy club at heart. So they've made the decision, and footy's a brutal industry. You move forward pretty quickly. But what we do know is that Goody was really strong with the players and had a really strong connection, and we'll continue to support him, reach out to him as well. They love him as a coach, and he'll get another opportunity. He's a brilliant coach, but obviously the board's made that decision, and we move forward and we support that decision as a football club, a playing group and a coaching group as well.
And there was no problem from your end putting your hand up, you were happy to take charge the next 3 weeks?
Oh, look, I was pretty shocked initially, but I want to be an aspiring head coach. I've got aspirations to do that and saw that as a great opportunity to get that chance. It's exciting. Obviously, was shocked at first when I first got the phone call, but understand that where the club was coming from, and we put our best foot forward for this next 3 weeks. We've got a tough assignment this week against the Dogs, who are playing some really good football, but as I said, we get back to the MCG for the next 3. It's going to be exciting for the club.
How open are you to trialling a few things and a few changes? There's a couple of new names on the extended squad for Sunday. Yeah,
look, it's something we'll look at. We've got obviously training now and then match committee this afternoon, and we'll obviously put the side out at 5 o'clock. But it's certainly something we discussed around who are the younger guys that have been playing really good football at VFL that can get an opportunity this next few weeks. We'll probably maybe throw the magnets around a little bit, but in terms of game style, look, with 3 weeks to go, it's very hard to change anything. You do want to keep some consistency in that. And to be fair, the boys have been playing some really good football as well, especially since the break. A lot of our numbers suggest that we've started to improve and see some change. So consistency will be there, but there might be some just personnel adjustments, and it'll give some guys an opportunity.
What do you want to see over the next 3 weeks, Troy?
Oh, look, I think not just me, I think our supporters want to see a playing group who are driven and want to finish the season off. And not only are they playing for their supporters and for the football club, there's going to be a coach out there who's going to be watching this group over the next 3 weeks. So we want to make sure that we come with purpose every day, and as I said, finish off, we be competitive. We've got 3 teams who are playing or vying for finals, so we're going to be playing in finals types games. So it's going to be great for our younger guys to experience that. So to finish the season off strong is really important for not only the football club, but for the playing group as well.
Do you consider putting any of the stars on ice for the rest of the year, or finish strong?
No, we want to try and finish strong. We've got a 6-day break next week leading into Hawthorn, so it might be something we consider there. But they've been building this second half of the year, and some continuity in the game style and what they've been able to put into play has been fantastic, because what it does show is that playing group are willing to learn and adjust on the run. I just spoke to them about that as coaches you try different things, they've grabbed a hold of it, and then they've been able to execute. We probably just haven't got the wins that we would have liked, and we understand that, and that's the footy world, and that's where you're sort of judged, is on those wins and losses. So we'll get an opportunity to continue on and, as I said, get some fresh faces in potentially in this next few weeks as well.
You could put an end or a dint into a couple of team seasons over the next 3 weeks. How exciting is that?
Yeah, it would be exciting. Look, and that's the opportunity there. As I said, the Dogs, they have to win. Hawthorn, I know they won last night, but they've got to continue to win, and the Pies have to win as well. So that's why I think it does feel like we're playing some finals football. They're going to be finals-like intensity. They're not going to be managing players. We're going to get the best version of them. So it's exciting for our leaders, our senior players who've been there before in those types of games. But guys like Langford, Lindsay, Van Ruin, potentially Jefferson, Adams, like these younger guys, Jai Cully, like they get an opportunity to play in front of big crowds at the home of football, and that's really exciting, and that's what should excite our fans as well.
What was your first conversation like with Simon Goodman after you heard the news?
Well, I texted him initially, but got to sit down with him after the press conference, and obviously it was still really raw for him, but a few of us are going to go for dinner with him tonight, and just before he goes away, he's going to head away for a bit. But I've got a really strong relationship with Goody and will have going forward. He got me to the club. I've worked under him for a long period of time, and one of the things as an assistant coach and even as a player, you're there to support him and his mission and his vision. And we were able to do that. We got to the pinnacle in 21. I've seen him go through some tough times as well, but for me as an assistant coach, my job was there to support him and also learn along the way. So I'll catch up with him, still stay in contact with him. He's got a great football brain, and we'll get another opportunity somewhere along the line as well.
You said the agreement for next year. Where does that put you for next year?
Look, that'll be something I'll sit down with the club. Obviously, they've got to try and find a new coach, sit down with them and work through that at the end of the year. At the moment, my focus is on the next 3 weeks, and in particular this week as well. As I said, it's a great opportunity for me and for the guys to finish off the season, and hopefully our supporters see a team that's committed and really put their best foot forward this next 3 weeks.
Is that something that appeals to? Like, the talk is an experienced coach coming in, you've worked under Simon, you've got big aspirations yourself, like potentially working under another different, albeit different coach to get that experience?
Absolutely, and who that new coach is, we'll sit down and have those conversations. I really love working at this football club. I love working with this playing group. Built some really strong relationships. There's great people at this football club as well. So where that lies, we'll find out in the future. But whoever that new coach is, if they want me here, I'm really supportive, and we'll be here. And myself and the club will work that out towards the end of the year.
And what's the response you've seen from the players as well? Like, obviously it's difficult, but for some they get a chance to maybe show that they deserve still a spot on the list or a spot somewhere else. How have they all responded to this week?
Oh, look, I mean, Tuesday and Wednesday, we gave them a bit of clear air, acknowledged that it was pretty difficult, but we've got great leaders at this football club. Max and Vines have been fantastic, the way that they've looked after the guys. The purpose that they had at training on Wednesday was fantastic. They came in with a really good attitude, and we get another chance today. Our VFL boys aren't here. They're off to Brisbane, and they're playing in potentially a final series as well, so it's exciting for them. They've got a lot to still play for. And our leaders have been driving the younger guys. So we want to make sure that we finish this next 3 weeks off, and the leaders are going to play a big part in that.
Troy, just to the fans that don't know much about you, what sort of a coach can we expect? You lead from the front or push others into the limelight?
Oh no, it'll be a collective. I'll rely on my assistant coaches as much as what any normal coach will do. What I do know is that the club's given me a lot of support. I've got a lot of support around me. Richo's been fantastic. Choco's been a senior coach before. I've got experienced coaches in the coaches box, Nathan Bassett, Sammy Radford, and obviously Jonesy as well. So the club have been fantastic, but what makes it really easy for me is the people at the football club. We've got great people at this football club. We've got a great environment. The players are really connected. The wins and losses might not suggest that, or it might not look like that, but internally we know what's building here, and as I said, we've got great people that make it easy for me.
And just on your senior coach aspirations, how far away realistically do you think you are from that?
Well, you never know. You never know. So this will give me a good look this next 3 weeks in terms of obviously being at the wheel. Initially it hasn't been too bad because you're generally up in front of the group talking and educating anyway. So game day will be different. Obviously there's media commitments. Now you're the voice. So it's exciting. I'm looking forward to what that next 3 weeks brings. But they always say you never know if you are ready. You probably aren't, but at least the next 3 weeks will give me a look at it.
Are you a coach from the bench or from the box?
Oh, no, I'll do it from the box. I like being up there and seeing it from there. And I'll have the support with someone down on the bench to talk to the players. But as I said, I'm looking forward to the opportunity.
And it's an important game for the club as well, breast cancer game.
Yeah, it is. And our relationship with BCNA has been strong for 21 years. So we're really proud as a football club to be able to bring awareness and raise funds for such a great organisation. I know Zurich have given up their spot to be able to put names of women who've been affected, like 21,000 women, 21,000 people every year. So it's a tough thing to be able to talk about, but what it does is it raises awareness, and our relationship with this program has been strong, and we look forward to continuing that for a long period of time.
You're playing for Jodie?
Yeah, so Jodie I'm playing for, 56-year-old lady who has experienced that. I got a letter from her that I haven't read yet. I'm looking forward to reading that and learning more about her and then hopefully meeting her on game day. So as I said, it's a great cause, and I think it's just fantastic that the club can align themselves with an organisation who do a lot of good. So it'll be a great game. Obviously, it'll be great to see a lot of pink in the crowd and a lot of people there to support it. So it's fantastic.
Thanks, Chappie. Thanks,
All right. Thanks. Cheers. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.